I'm John, and I'd like you to join me as we go messing about with models. Today on Messing About with Models, we're going to be building one of the Parkside range of kits. It's the French style 16-ton mineral kit, which is not available in a ready-to-run range, so it's quite handy to build it from a kit. 4,000 of these were built at the end of the war for actually SNCF in France, and they were all exported over to the continent, where they were used to help rebuild France immediately after the war. However, they were then sent back to Britain once France had enough of their own wagons, and they were taken into British Railway stock in 1950. And they were still around right up until the 1970s. So today we're going to build a Parkside models kit of this wagon. It's not available ready to run, so that's why it'd be quite good to get a version of this on the layout. So as you can see, it comes in the typical Parkside packaging with the suitable transfers, obviously wheels and bearings as well. So let's get cracking and get on with opening the kit. The instructions are fairly straightforward and easy. So all I can do is just get cracking with building this. As usual, just a few simple tools: craft knife, pair of snips, and a file. And I'm using Plastic Magic, which is from Deluxe Materials. A little tip I picked up was to put the bearings into the axle guards whilst their sole bar is still attached to the sprue, because it just gives you a bit more of something to grip hold of whilst you're doing it. And I must say, this is probably going a little bit right until I actually started talking. It was going quite well, and I think they've gone in quite nicely there. So it was much easier to do that whilst they were attached to the rest of the sprue. There was plenty of space to hold on to something rather than trying to get things done and something quite fiddly. So now I just need to cut these off. Another tip I picked up from another YouTube channel was to glue one side of the sole bar in place first, then put the wheels in and use that to match up with the other sole bar. So I'm just going to try and do that. For the couplings on this one, I'm going to use the Parkside mounting blocks designed to accommodate the Bachmann Mark II couplings, but of course they can accommodate anything that fits into the NEM socket. So without further ado, let's open up this packet. Right, let's just let the glue on that set before we put the couplings in. And have a look at the wagon. As we see, it's gone together quite reasonably easily. Fairly straightforward kit to build, and also enables us to have a type of wagon that's not available ready to run from any of the major manufacturers like Hornby or Bachmann. So a simple kit and a good one to start off with. All we've got to do now is paint it and apply the transfers. So the glue's set on the wagon and it's time to paint it up. I'm using my usual BR Early Freight Grey and weathered black for the chassis. I suppose you could get away without painting it. Plastic is moulded in the correct colours, but it's maybe a good idea to try and do something to get rid of the sort of shiny plasticky finish. So even a coat of matte varnish or something would be appropriate. Anyway, let's get on and paint up the wagon. Right, just need to let that dry now and we can apply the transfers. Right, paint's now dried. As you see, I've just put a little bit of white on the brake handle there. I've also glued and painted a little bit of metal rod in the middle to take the place of the plastic piece that was a bit too short. So now we've got to just put on the transfers, and for some reason they've included the white line which on mineral wagons indicates the end with an end door, but this particular type of wagon doesn't have any end doors, so we'll be just putting a regular number on it and a regular weight down on the other side. So let's sort that out and get going. And there we have it, completed wagon kit. I probably want to put a bit of weight in, maybe either on the inside with a coal load or perhaps just underneath the floor there. But altogether a really nice and simple kit, and the result is I have a wagon of a type that's not normally available on my layout. Just need to do a bit of weathering on that, and that'll be the subject of another video, I'm sure. But it's all told, it's a very easy kit to put together, so why not have a go yourself? If you want to see my other wagon kits, have a click on the playlist which is on screen now, And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more content. See you on the next video. Bye.